Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of budget smartphones with the BLU Studio C. This 5-inch device boasts some interesting specs for its price point, so let's see if it lives up to the hype. First impressions? It's surprisingly sleek for a budget phone. The gray finish looks decent, and it feels comfortable in the hand. Now, this phone isn't going to win any design awards, but it's certainly not an eyesore. The 5-inch display is a good size for one-handed use, although the resolution isn't anything to write home about. You'll notice some pixelation if you look closely, but for everyday tasks like browsing and messaging, it's perfectly adequate. Under the hood, we've got a MediaTek quad-core 1.3 GHz processor paired with 1 GB of RAM. Let's be real, this isn't a powerhouse. Don't expect to be playing any demanding games on this thing. However, for basic tasks, it gets the job done. Navigating the interface is generally smooth, although you might experience some lag if you have multiple apps open. The 8 GB of internal storage is pretty limited, but thankfully you can expand that with a micro SD card up to 64 GB. The camera setup is pretty standard for a budget phone. You get an 8MP rear camera with LED flash and a 2MP front-facing camera. Image quality is decent in good lighting conditions, but don't expect miracles in low light. The front camera is fine for video calls and the occasional selfie. One area where the BLU Studio C shines is battery life. That 3000 mAh battery easily lasts a full day on a single charge, even with moderate usage. This is a huge plus for anyone who's constantly on the go. Now let's talk software. The BLU Studio C runs Android 5.0 Lollipop. It's not the latest version of Android, but it's still a relatively stable and user-friendly operating system. You get access to the Google Play Store, so you can download all your favorite apps. Finally, let's talk about connectivity. The BLU Studio C is unlocked and compatible with GSM networks like AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket, Metro PCS, and others. This gives you the flexibility to choose the carrier that best suits your needs. It also supports 4G HSBA plus 4 fast data speeds. So who's this phone for? The BLU Studio C is a great option for anyone on a tight budget who needs a basic smartphone for everyday tasks. It's not going to blow you away with its performance, but it offers decent value for money. If you're looking for a cheap phone for calling, texting, browsing, and light social media use, the BLU Studio C is definitely worth considering. However, if you're a power user or a mobile gamer, you'll probably want to look elsewhere. This phone is all about affordability and functionality, not cutting-edge technology. It's a solid budget option that gets the job done without breaking the bank.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.